this first house on the left. You'll see it. You'll just get a glimpse of it. We installed their water line. Not that that means anything, but yeah, right there. Yeah, we put their water line in a couple of years ago, I think. Maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. It's weird because, well, as you enter an area, like moving to that area, it's strange how over time you work on this house, work on that house, you know. And eventually, after a couple of years, you're driving through an area that you moved to or you just started working in. And yeah, you pick out the houses that you worked on. Now, if we were in the Atlanta area, it'd be a different story. It'd be one house after the other in all areas. This is beautiful back here. This is High Knob Road. So going to pick up a check. It's a septic system we just completed. I think I've got a video. Yeah, we did a video of part of it. Not a lot of it, just a little bit of it actually. But we're going to pick up that check and we're going to check out this dude's house. He's got a nice little place on the creek, and it is, from what I hear, it's really, really nice. So we'll see. High Knob Baptist Church. We're kind of going in the back way. Going into town the back way and going to slide on through town. Going to Fincastle. So I haven't made a video in a while, but that is because we've been so busy, and I really think that people get tired of seeing the same old, and that's all we do is the same old. So I kind of give it a week break, maybe an 8-day break, and gonna kick it back in. Been working on the shop, and I'll probably, well, not real sure what we're going to do in there next, but we've got material to do whatever we need to do, and we'll see. So that's coming right along. We've got some rainy days coming, so that may kind of dictate to what we do. We'll possibly be working in the shop, trying to get a little bit done in there if it does rain. Well, these are they ain't too new. Mobile homes or modular homes, whatever. Oh, yeah. I think it's Big Creek. I ain't real sure. We just crossed over. It's really nice back in here. All the way into town. Just all the houses are nice and just very nice. A very windy road, though, that's for sure. So jobs we got coming up, videos we got coming up. Well, of course, the shop. We will be videoing that. We'll be videoing another septic system that we're going to be installing. We're going to install some more sewer line and a manhole, and I'm not sure which way we're going to go with that, what type of manhole we're going to use, but probably the conventional masonry concrete prefab manhole. Scotty Kidd's 24, Lafollette mayor, and he is the mayor. Kitts is a big family around here. They actually, they're really big. They do our trash service, and they do a fine job. So if you're in need of a trash service company, they are the ones to call. That's Kids, and they do a good job. And not only do they do a good job, man, it's we pile the trash on. And if it was me, I would say, I'm going to have to charge you more, or you're going to have to quit putting so much trash out. But they don't do that, so I'm sure eventually they'll have to do that. So, yeah. Getting out of the school bus's way, the road is very small around these parts. All right. I came in like backwards and turned around. Somehow, some way, I didn't stay on my road, so I'm gonna have to zigzag out of here for sure. Figure out where I'm at, quit running my mouth. So we got the sewer line with the manhole. Oh, that was crazy. I don't know what I did, folks. I definitely did something crazy. Anyway, a septic job. Then we've got a water line. Then we've got about 400 foot of conduit to run electrical in, and that is from the pole to the people's house. We'll be installing them in-ground transformer boxes along with the conduit, and yeah, we'll definitely video that. What else are we going to do? A water line at that same job, and a septic system, septic tank, and all that good stuff on that same job. So we got a lot of stuff coming up for sure. And we could possibly have 3 septic systems to put in. Basically one right next to the other down in like the Rockwood area. If we could get them all 3, we'll head down and do them. If we can't get all 3, we're not going to mess with them. So this is just a wonderful, beautiful road right here. The houses are just absolutely nice and very, very awesome. Love this little road. I'm going to title the video Driving Around and Talking About Work, but I don't know how much work I'm going to talk about. So we're downtown Lafollette here. We're entering into the back, and at Bowman's Jewelry, it's an old store. A Bowman's Jewelry was in it at one time, and they are no longer there. The people that bought the building opened up a restaurant, and it is called 7 Loaves. It's a bakery restaurant kind of deal, and you'll have to call them if you want to go, because you need to check times, because they're not open every day or all the time every day. And yeah, you'll see it. You see the Ace Hardware sign? Well, it's the next sign high up there, Bowman Jewelers. And that is actually the restaurant. It's a restaurant now, but they leave that sign there because everybody knows Bowman Jewelers here. So anyway, yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but that's all right. Oh, the 7 Loaves restaurant. Lord, what's wrong with me? Delicious food. And we went the day they opened, which was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. And it was so packed, people just lined up to get in there. And they opened up on a Sunday. So they were just completely overwhelmed. But the owners, the previous owners, the people that owned Bowman Jewelers, they showed up to eat as well. So it was kind of cool. Do have a slow poker. this is our hospital here, and you will hear a lot of negative things. You don't hear a whole lot of good reviews about anything, but you really hear a lot of bad reviews about places. So people aren't going to take the time to do a good review, but they will take the time to do a poor review. So the hospital, it definitely, it's definitely had some issues, that's for sure. And I've heard some bad stories about the hospital, but I've also heard some good stories. You know, my experience, I went there and I had a very good experience. Now, I do know somebody that went there, my son-in-law's mom. She went there and had a horrible experience, that's for sure. I went there though, they come and got me. I basically passed out from vertigo. And so they come and got me in an ambulance because I didn't know what it was. And the doctor there diagnosed it as vertigo. But he didn't give me like a diagnosis on paper. He said that was probably what it is. And others that looked at me said it was something else. So, but he was right. It was vertigo. So anyway, they treated me good. Everything was cool there. So personally, myself, I don't have a bad report. I know that others do, but I do know some that have actually a good report. And I don't know if it's that way with every hospital, so. Anyway, sorry folks, I have got one scattered brain today, and that's for sure. Scattered brain. It's been absolutely terrible. And I've been trying to deal with work, and I had some other things I had to deal with today that just totally frazzled my brain, as you can tell. So I'm not talking straight, not concentrating. So I had this very important phone call that was supposed to come in today, and 2 o'clock, and so I kind of worked some of my afternoon around that because I really wanted to be home at 2 o'clock just in case I needed to grab some papers or whatever, and couldn't find the papers. One of the kids must have shut my ringer off because my ringer was off. And they called at 2 o'clock on the nose, and it didn't ring, so I didn't see it. So I freaked out, man. And I figured out the ringer was off, turned the ringer on. I seen I missed their call, turned the ringer on, and yeah, quite scary. But I waited for about 2 minutes, and they called back, which I think is awesome, but I was shocked that they called back. So, not like they were obligated to call back. They stayed with the appointment. Anyway, so needless to say, yeah. Messed up, folks. Messed up brain. All right, here we go. So if you wonder why I titled the video Driving and Talking About Jobs, well, it's because I did talk about jobs. I talked about work. But it just, when I do a drive-in video, I try to put something in there about work or jobs or something, because my videos, my channel is mainly about work, so it just helps the channel out. So we are in Fincastle, and I believe we're going to turn on this road right here. Well, maybe not. Yeah, this is it. Well, this is a very narrow road for sure.